Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Grace Regato softball field, part of the Lynn Babe Ruth complex. Those guys do a fabulous job. Jeff Earp, Dave Raymond, all the people that work for Babe Ruth do a great job for the city at no cost. They don't collect a penny. This is Catholic Central League softball, but it's the Catholic Central League Cup tournament. St. Mary's trying to win their third cup. The girls won in basketball. The boys won it in hockey. They're one game away from the final of this tournament. They're taking on Spellman. Spellman's 10-5, the number 3 seed. St. Mary's 17-2. This is their 20th game. They're the number 2 seed. The amazing thing is, if St. Mary's wins, this is a very important game for St. Mary's. If they win, they'll come right back here on Tuesday and play for the championship, because Bishop Feehan, who's ranked number 4 in the state, they're a Division I team. They got beat the other day, I guess yesterday, and they're out. They'll wait for the state tournament. So St. Mary's, if they win, they won't have to travel to Bishop Feehan. They'll be right here. Just a little bit high. And right off the bat, Chloe Kelly, the shortstop for Spellman, has run the count full. Popped in the left field, it drops for a hit. So the first hit of the game is the leadoff hitter in the game. Spellman has a base runner. Jamili Fernandez, the second baseman. Let's see if they play small ball. Lily Newhall on the mound for the Lady Spartans. Tries to bunt and misses it. Kelly steals second base. So Spellman has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Just wide for a ball. I just realized they're using the scoreboard. Hit foul off the backstop. Swing and a miss, strike 3. St. Mary's is trying to make it a double win for Lynn on this unorthodox Sunday, where we usually don't play on Sunday. Lynn English turned the tables on Medford after losing during the season. They beat them today in the Greater Boston League Cup final. Hit foul, out of play. Emma Barnes, the center fielder, is the hitter. So congratulations to Esteban Paula and all of the Bulldogs for winning the GBL championship. They took their second cup home. The boys basketball team won it. Hit in the air behind second base. Alyssa Grossi, 8 or 10 steps back on the outfield grass, makes the catch. Two-way now with the runner at second. The pitcher, Ava Loud. She's a tall target at the plate. She's a big girl. Hit foul out of play. A beautiful day. Big puffy white clouds, blue skies. Not not any of those high 90 degrees that caused so many problems last week. Down and away for a ball. Swing and a miss. So Spellman's one swing of the bat away from maybe getting the lead. Billy Newhall one strike away from getting out of it. Swing and a miss. Good job by Newhall. Gets the pump up and 2 strikeouts after the hit and the stolen base. Spellman will leave a runner in scoring position. He had the runner at second with nobody out. So Ava Loud will be on the mound for Spellman. For St. Mary's, it'll be Brooke Maloney, the first baseman, leading off. Playing left field and batting second, Jill Kirby. The second baseman, Alyssa Grossi, hits number 3. Pitching and batting in the cleanup spot is Lily Newhall. The center fielder, Marina DiBiasio, will hit number 5. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, Sam Porozinski. The designated player, Emily Rodriguez, hitting for Angie Catino, the third baseman, will hit 7th. Catching and batting 8th, Felicia D'Ambrosio. And the right fielder, Anna Franguli, will bring up the tail end of the batting order. So St. Mary's will have a chance to get on the board first against Ava Loud. We mentioned it with all the problems caused by COVID, leagues starting at different times, and then games during the season being canceled and moved around. It was hard to find replacement games, especially in football when you didn't play. You couldn't just play the next day. You were looking for team. I remember St. Mary's and Tech both wound up losing games that they were supposed to play, and they went out and got replacements. It took St. Mary's 3 teams to replace. Tech won. Tech also had to replace a soccer game. The ADs have done a tremendous job during all of this chaos. You didn't know. I spoke to Bill Devon and Dick Newton, the ADs from English and Classical, at the Greater Boston League tournament, and I said, this is the end of the season. We're getting ready for the state tournament. I said, back in September when you weren't even in school, did you ever dream that you could be doing this at this point, playing any games, never mind whether it's a lot, none. Maloney gets it down, and they don't get her. Perfect bunt for Maloney. The young 8th grader still shocks me. 8th grader. She's playing like a senior. Jill Kirby, she can bunt too. Third baseman Lacara playing way in. She feels the bunt, and they throw her out, but the run will go to second. So the sacrifice works. They'll bring up Alyssa Grossi, the second baseman. High for a ball. She's finished up a great career. She had a tremendous year in basketball. The team that won the Catholic Central League and then won the Central League Cup. High again for a ball. She's leaving St. Mary's on a high note, and she's a great young lady. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. Swing and a miss. The count evens at 2. Again, we talked about when she was up, but Loud is impressive on the mound. She's got to be close to 6 feet. Swing and a miss. She gets a big strikeout. Lily Newhall can help herself. Pitcher against pitcher here. Way up off the glove, over to third goes Maloney. 60 feet away from giving St. Mary's the lead. It's almost unfair with Loud. She takes that long stride. She's almost handing the ball to the catcher. Hit foul to the backstop. High for a ball. Maria DiBiasio on deck, hoping she gets a shot. Swing and a miss. She jammed her in right in on the hands. Hit foul out of play. I don't know if we're going to hear the rumble of music and drums in the background because drum and bugle chorus, their residence is Breed Middle School. They're in there. They were banging away on drums and playing music when I drove in. They're quiet now. They might be having lunch. Hit in the air. Long run for the left fielder. Makes the catch on the run. So St. Mary's does Spellman one better. They get a run as a third, but both teams come up short. We played an inning in this Catholic Central League Cup semifinal. We're right back when we started. St. Mary's nothing, Spellman nothing at the end of one. Top of the second, it'll be 5, 6, and 7 for Spellman. Judy McDonald, the left fielder, will lead it off against the Lily Newhall. Both pitchers gave up a hit. Both to the leadoff hitters. And both were stranded. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Popped up. Catino picks it off at third base. One up, one down for Kaylee Palmer, the right fielder. Here's another big target at the plate. They get some big girls on Spellman. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Good pitch for a strike. Newhall gains an advantage, 1-2 to the Spellman right fielder. Way up and away. D'Ambrosio set up outside the waste pitch, trying to get Palmer to chase it. It kind of evens at 2. They let it go, it'll be a foul ball. Good job by D'Ambrosio. They had no chance of throwing her out. So it just had that little spin on it. They let it go, bounced, and just rolled back out of play. Down and away for a ball. Count evens at 2. Dropping in for a base hit. Palmer's got their second hit. She's at first with 1 away. For Rosalind Quinn, the catcher. Palmer found the open space beyond second base, dumping it into right center field, behind the second baseman in front of the outfield. You don't have to crush it. You just have to find a spot. Tries to bunt and fouls it off. Tries to bunt again and fouls it off. The 0-2 pitch. Hit foul off the catcher. No, they called it strike 3. They called it swing and miss. She struck out, but she'll reach first. I thought it was a foul ball. And it is a foul ball. She's going back. She's going to the dugout. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a strikeout. She can't go because first base was occupied. That's what it is. That's the strikeout. So it's the second out. She can't gain, but the base runner can. So with first base occupied, less than 2 outs, the batter is automatically out. So it's a strikeout for the second out. In for a strike. So for the second inning in a row, Spellman has a runner in second base in scoring position. This time with 2 outs. They had it with no outs in the first inning. Popped up, and it goes out of play over the Spellman dugout. This is Jen Dockery, the first baseman. Wow, that looked awful good. That's why you can't umpire from out here. We can't see the plate. So obviously, I mean, nobody's saying anything, nobody's screaming. Obviously, it missed. Didn't miss by much, but it missed. But from here, it looked almost picture perfect. Hit to first base. Maloney will make the play herself. So they get another run in the second. Newhall comes up with another big strikeout. They get their second hit. They leave another base runner. And once again, St. Mary's will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 for the Lady Spartans as we'll start the second inning of this semifinal Catholic Central League Cup Tournament Championship. Ava Loud will start her second inning. Again, a beautiful day here at the ballpark on a rare Sunday. Marina DiBiasio, outstanding hockey player. Followed by Sam Porozinski, another outstanding hockey player. High for a ball. In for a strike, 1-1. DiBiasio was the center fielder. Hit in the air to left field, almost right in her tracks. Left fielder McDonald almost didn't have to move. One up, one down in the second. Sam Porozinski, the shortstop, will be the hitter. I know she was one. She might have been two Globe Herald All Scholastic in hockey. Low for a ball. Fake the bunt. Third baseman Lakara came charging in. Now she's shotting way up at third base. High for a ball. She likes to fake that bunt and swing away. Hit up the middle for a base hit. Sam Porozinski gets St. Mary's second hit. Emily Rodriguez, the designated player, she's hitting for the third baseman. Angie Catino. High for a ball. Hit to right field, right at the right fielder. Palmer makes the play. So two-way with a runner at first. Felicia D'Ambrosio, the catcher, will be the hitter. Tries the button, pushes it foul. And Franguli, the right fielder, is the on-deck hitter. Hit in the center field for a base hit. Bounces off the outfielder. They're going to send the runner. Scoring from first. A big two-out hit by D'Ambrosio. Took a tough hop. And St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead on a big two-out hit by D'Ambrosio, the catcher. And it'll bring up Anna Franguli. Porozinski wasn't stopping it. It bounced, it deflected off the center fielder, rolled toward right field. And it's Julia Nicolo running for D'Ambrosio at second base. Solid shot by D'Ambrosio. Took a tough hop for the center fielder, and Porozinski wasn't, she was going to third anyway. And they just sent her around. She scored easily. D'Ambrosio winds up at second. And St. Mary's grabs a 1-0 lead. Squaring to bunt. Hits it in the air behind second base. Second baseman Fernandez drips back and makes the play. So Spellman got 2 hits in the first 2 innings. St. Mary's gets 3, and the third one is the big double knocking in the run. And Lily Newhall for the first time will take a lead as she starts the third inning. So at the end of 2, it's St. Mary's 1, Spellman nothing. 9-1-2. Designated player Lucy Lacara. They kept it in the family. Lucy Lacara, the designated player, is hitting for the third baseman, Tracy Lacara. 9-1-2 as we start the third inning. Both these teams, this is a preview of the state tournament coming up. This being Sunday. They'll start Thursday, I believe. Lined in the right center field. DiBiasio does a nice job of cutting it off and holding it to a single. A solid shot by Lacara. And second time in 3 innings that Spellman's got the leadoff hitter on. Chloe Kelly got a base hit, leading off the ball game. Stole second and got stranded there. So Spellman trying to answer back. In for a strike. Low for a ball. Nice stop by D'Ambrosio. Popped up. Porozinski in the infield. Makes the play at shortstop. So the first out is a pop up to the infield. She started back on the grass and stepped up on the dirt. Made the play. Jamili Fernandez, the second baseman, was a strikeout victim. Her first at bat. Squares the bunt, takes the pitch wide for a ball. Catino almost shaking hands with the batter as she charged when she squared away. Takes it high for a ball, 2-0. She kind of, umpire didn't use his brush, he used his foot to clear off home plate. That's a little bit lazy. Popped up off the screen. Count goes to 2-1. That second pitch might have been a strike, but she bent down to bunt and took the strike zone away from the umpire. And he thought it was high. Hit foul off the screen. That takes away the bunt. 1-2 the count. Actually, it's 2-2 the count. Hit the center field. DiBiasio, couple of steps over to right center. Made the play, tried to get a double play at first. 2 away for Emma Barnes, the center fielder. Popped up to second base in the first inning. Again, a big figure up at the plate. Swing and a miss. On deck is a pitch allowed. You'd like to have them both in the front court for basketball. They're big targets. Hit in a right center field for a base hit. The runner was off and running. Out at the plate. They almost did what St. Mary's did. The ball was bobbled in the outfield. DiBiasio, Tagrassi to the plate, or actually Porozinski to the plate, and they tagged the runner out. So Spellman tried to do what St. Mary's did, score on a little misplay in the outfield. It was bobbled momentarily by DiBiasio, but she got it quickly to Porozinski, who threw a rifle shot, and D'Ambrosio did the rest, tagging the runner. So they get 2 hits. They leave another base runner. First inning that Newhall didn't get a strikeout. And St. Mary's will hold on to their 1-0 lead. A solid shot by Emma Bonds. But defensively, St. Mary's got it done and cut the runner down. And that would have been deja vu all over again. That's how St. Mary's scored. I hit the center field, but it hit off the center field. It took a bad hop and bounced away from her. That one was right at the feet of DiBiasio, and she stayed right with it. Threw a strike to Porozinski, who threw a strike to D'Ambrosio. It'll be the top of the order for St. Mary's. Brooke Maloney bunted for a hit back in the first inning. Made it as far as third base on a sacrifice and a wild pitch, but got stranded there. Loud got a big strikeout and a flyout to end the inning. She gets the bunt down and it's foul. Still baffles me. She's in 8th grade. And not only did she make the team, but she's a starting first baseman and the leadoff hitter. In for strike, 0-2. Shortened up and then looked like she was going to swing away. In the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher, Quinn. When after that high pitch, pops it foul out of play. That was way up in the strike zone. But with 2 strikes, you got to protect the plate. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Call third strike. Second strikeout for Loud. Jill Kirby's been up once. She sacrificed. So officially, she hasn't been up. She's the left fielder. Most of the time we saw her, she was the right fielder, but they switched them around. Frank Gooley was the left fielder, Kirby the right fielder. Now they just flip-flopped. High for a ball, 2-0. Wow, that pitch was way over her head. Instead of 3-0, it's 2-1. She was lucky she even reached that. That was way over her head. Loud got a lot of help on that pitch. She just had it on her mind. She was going to bunt and run. Hit in the air. Coming on the center fielder, it drops between them all. So Kirby gets a base hit with one out. He'll bring up Alicia Grossi, the second baseman, who struck out swinging her one trip. High for a ball. Thought about it, was going to pull the trigger, and then held up. High again for a ball. In for a strike. 2-1. Hit foul off the backstop. Two the count. Hit foul again. That sun ducked behind a cloud almost looked like somebody shut the lights off. All of a sudden it got dark here. Hit in the air, shortstop. Just a couple of steps on the outfield grass makes the play. Chloe Kelly. 2 away for Lily Newhall, the pitcher. Flight out to left field, her one trip. High for a ball. They run, and they're in with a stolen base. It gets into center field, and she'll go all the way to third. So the stolen base and the errant throw puts a runner at third, but there's 2 away. I thought they would do that a lot earlier. Hit foul off to the right side. Nice stop by the catcher, Quinn. That keeps the runner at third. DiBiasio on deck, hoping she gets a shot. Newhall trying to help herself. Another nice stop by Quinn. And the count is 3-1. Newhall will be very selective here with this pitch. High for ball 4. So first and third. I'm assuming we'll have a runner for Newhall. And let's see. Spellman's going to talk about it. What are they going to do if the runner goes? So the wheels turn. Frank Pagluca talking to the base runners and the hitter. Spellman talking to the defense. Might be Dietrich running at first base. Very good basketball player. Low for a ball. DiBiasio flat out to left field her one trip. Squares the bunt, takes it. They let the runner go to second base. So it takes away the force at second. On a ground ball, they'll have to go to first. And puts another runner in scoring position for DiBiasio. She'd love to get a base hit here. Swing and a miss. Slice off to the right. Out of play. And it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch up and coming. Way up for a ball. So we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third. Hit to center field, backing up. Nice job by the center fielder Bonds. I watched them warming up. She does a great job going back on the ball. DiBiasio hit it well. St. Mary's threatens, but they leave runners at second and third. Would have been nice if there was only 1 out. That would have been a run. We finished 3 in this semifinal cup game. St. Mary's holding on to that skinny 1-0 lead over Spellman. Middle of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 for Spellman as we start the 4th inning. St. Mary's scored a run off a big double by D'Ambrosio that deflected off the center fielder, and Porozinski was able to score. It looked like Spellman was going to do the same thing, but DiBiasio to Porozinski. D'Ambrosio cut the runner down at the plate on a very nice play. Loud was a strikeout victim her first trip. That one bounces and deflects to the backstop. Hit foul off the backstop. Evens the count at 1. St. Mary's beat Arlington Catholic to get here. Spellman beat Williams. I don't know who they beat in the first round, because they had to play a game before that. High for a ball. Two on the count, pitcher against pitcher here in the 4th inning. That one bounces in. 3-1. A little bit of a trip. Spellman's probably glad they're coming on a Sunday, that traffic is not that bad. In for a strike, the count goes full. So now you got to protect the plate. Hit foul, out of play. We'll do it again at 3-2. Popped up Maloney. Can't get to it. It's in over the fence, protecting the Spellman dugout, into the Spellman dugout. And we'll do it again. Pitcher against pitcher. Hit back to the mound. Good job by Newhall. Stayed with it. One up, one down in the fourth. Julia McDonald. Little soft pop up to the third baseman, Catino. Hit to third. Catino to Maloney. Quick 2 outs in the fourth inning. Kaylee Palmer got a base hit her first time up. Hit foul over by the Spellman dugout. Hit the shot. Porozinski with that rifle arm. First 1-2-3 inning by either team. First time that Spellman doesn't get a hit in the inning. We're halfway through the ball game. St. Mary's holding on to that slim 1-0 lead. It will be 6, 7, and 8 for the Spartans. Sam Porozinski, Emily Rodriguez, and Felicia D'Ambrosio. That's the group that got the first run in, the only run in so far in the ball game. This is the semifinal round of the Cup Championship. St. Mary's girls trying to make it 2 for them. They won it in basketball. The hockey team won it. The baseball team trying to do it. They're still alive. The lacrosse team, the boys were eliminated. Sam Porozinski singled, and she was the one that came around. D'Ambrosio hit a shot to right center field. Porozinski was on the move with 2 outs. And when it deflected off the center fielder, Porozinski just kept going and scored easily. That one rolls in 1-0. And we mentioned, looked like Spellman was going to do the same thing, but their runner got thrown out at the plate. Almost identical. In for a strike, 1-1. Sam Porozinski, the shortstop. High for a ball. High again. Loud's thrown a few pitches in his first 3+ innings. Hit to right field. Coming on. Kaylee Palmer makes the play. So Porzinski goes the other way. But Palmer takes it away for the first out. Emily Rodriguez flies to right field, her one trip. She's a designated player hitting for Catino, the third baseman. In for a strike. High for a ball. 1-1. Hit to third. Quickly, Tracy Lacara over to Dockery. 2 up, 2 down. Felicia D'Ambrosio was the difference in the game. She's got the big double, knocking in the run, and she made the big defensive play, knocking the runner down, trying to score. Low for a ball. High for a ball. In for a strike with D'Ambrosio taking all the way. High for a ball, 3-1. I would think she'd be selective here, with the count in her favor. In for a strike. St. Mary's fans didn't like that call. That count goes full. The payoff pitch up and coming. D'Ambrosio asked for time just as Loud was starting her windup. The payoff pitch way up in here off the backstop. Second walk given up by Loud. They almost mimicked St. Mary's 1-2-3 inning. We'll get a runner for D'Ambrosio at first. Anna Franguli will be the hitter. She popped to the second baseman. That rule was put in a while ago. Pitcher and catcher can be run for as many times as they get on. In with a stolen base. I think it's Julia Niccolo running. Franguli would love to get a base hit here. Chased that pitch. It was way up, right around her eyes. 1-1 to count to the Spartan right fielder. High and away for a ball. Top of the order, Brooke Maloney on deck. Low for a ball. Again, Loud has thrown a lot of pitches. Way high. Back-to-back walks after 2 outs. Brooke Maloney has bunted for a hit and was called out on strikes. So the little young 8th grader is on the spot. 2 on, 2 out. High for a ball. Way up to the backstop. That'll move the runners up. So St. Mary's looking for a little 2-out lightning. It brings a little conference out. Defensively again, Spellman talking to the group. Infielders, pitcher, catcher. Frank Pagluca talking to hitter, base runners. So a very quiet inning. 2 up, 2 down. Back-to-back walks and a wild pitch has made it 2nd and 3rd. Second inning, they've had 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs. Maria DiBiasio hit it well, but the center fielder Bonds tracked it down for the 3rd out. Let's see if Brooke tries to bunt anyway. Squaring to bunt. Pitch is high again. The count goes 3-0. Should be looking at 1, maybe 2. In for a strike. And she'll still be very selective here with the count 3-1. Joe Kirby on deck. Loud trying to come all the way back. Runs the count full. So a big pitch coming up for both teams. The payoff pitch to Maloney. High for ball 4. 3 walks in the inning. Jill Kirby will be the hitter. She sacrificed her first time up. She dropped the base hit behind shortstop in front of the center fielder, left fielder. She wishes she saved that for right now. High for a ball. High again, 2-0. In for a strike. 2-1 the count. Got a piece and fouled it back. And again, we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Loud trying to get out of a jam of her own making, walking 3 in a row. Hit in the air behind first base. Caught and dropped in foul territory. So Kirby gets a life. St. Mary's looking to take advantage of that. We'll do it again at 2-2. Hit foul again. Kirby hanging around, making loud work. Once again, the 2 pitch up and coming. Hit in the left field for a base hit. 2 runs are going to score. A big 2-out hit by Kirby. She hung tough. She got a break when the pop-up was dropped. First and second with 2 outs for Grassi. High for a ball. So Loud got herself in a jam after 2 outs. Looked like an easy inning. 3 consecutive walks. And then a big hit by Kirby. In for a strike, 1-1. Kirby did a good job. She fouled off pitches. Looked like they had her. The pop-up. Tough play for the first baseman. They threw her out at first. They could have tagged third. Rossi's out 5-3, but St. Mary's puts a little bit more daylight between them. Spellman, 2-out lightning for St. Mary's. 3 consecutive walks. The big 2-out hit by Kirby. And all of a sudden that 1-0 lead is now 3-0 St. Mary's over Spellman going into the 5th inning. Was that the 5th inning? I think I've been sleeping, and all of a sudden another umpire showed up. All of a sudden we have 3 umpires. I didn't see 3 before. Bottom 3 in the order for Spellman. Rosalind Quinn struck out swinging her 1 trip. Newhall will start her 5th inning. She's got a little more breathing room. In for a strike. St. Mary's got 2-out lightning on this big 2-out, 2 RBI single by Joe Kirby. That one bounced in. 1-1. Wide for a ball. Swing and a miss. Looked like Newell slowed up with that one. Pulled the string. Had her out in front. Hit in the left field for a base hit. Third time they've had the leadoff hitter on. We'll get a runner for the catcher. I'm not going to try and read their numbers. They're very dark. Jan Dockery, the first baseman, bounced to the first baseman her 1 trip. In for a strike. Hit to Newhall. She'll go to first with it. She had to play at second. But her momentum was carrying her towards first. With a 3-0 lead, you want to get outs. Lucy Lacara, the designated player, hitting for Tracy Lacara. She got a base hit, and she was the one that was trying to score and got thrown out at home plate. At the time, would have tied the game up. And would have scored exactly the way St. Mary's scored. What a play by Porozinski. What an outstanding, that's an ESPN highlight. What a great play by Sam. Everybody thought that was a base hit. They were going to have 2 on. What a great play going back over the shoulder, taking that away. So 2 outs. Chloe Kelly singled and popped a shot. Great play by Sam Porozinski. We mentioned she's a great hockey player. Pretty good softball player, too. In for a strike. That looked like an inning starting for Spellman. Looked like it was going to be 2 on with 1 out. Porozinski took it away. Hit in the center field for a base hit. The run scores. Kelly gets her second hit. That run came about because Lily Newhall didn't go to second base with the throw for the out. So now it's 3-1. And that allows Spellman to bring the tying run to home plate in the 5th inning. Jamili Fernandez, the second baseman, struck out and flied to center field. Stolen base for Kelly, her second. She got a base hit leading off the ball game and stole second and got stranded there. Spellman looking for a little 2-out lightning of their own. They've already had 1 run. High and tight for a ball. Good hitter on deck, Emma Barnes, the center fielder. I guess he called that a ball. Two on the count. In for a strike. And again, deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a runner at base number 2. Strike 3 call. Good pitch. Spellman gets a little closer. They get a run. They do with 2 base hits. A big 2-out hit by Chloe Kelly. 4th strikeout for Newhall. And we'll move into the bottom of the 5th. It'll be the middle of the order, 4, 5, and 6 for the Lady Spartans. St. Mary's got 1 in the 2nd after Porozinski singled. Gambrosio doubled her in. 3 consecutive walks by Loud, loaded the bases with after 2 consecutive outs. Looked like an easy inning, but that prolonged the inning, and Kirby made her pay for the 3 walks, getting a big base hit, knocking in 2 runs. Chloe Kelly, the shortstop, got the big 2-out hit for Spellman. And that got him a little close, 3-1. And that's where we are as we start the bottom of the 5th. Louis Newhall flied to left and walked. Four walks given up by Loud, but the first one didn't hurt, but the next three did because they were consecutive. That set up Kirby's big hit. That one bounces in front of the catcher, Quinn. Again, Loud is throwing a lot of pitches. If this was baseball, she wouldn't be able to pitch for another 4 days with that pitch count that they have. That one bounces in 2-0. Three straight in the dirt. So Newhall will look at least one, probably two. In for a strike. Still selective here. Goes for it, swings through it. The count goes full again, 3-2. We've had a lot of these. That was close enough that you may have taken it. It could have been a strike. But you weren't going to do much with it even if you hit it. Chop, foul. So Newhall hanging in. Loud has to throw another pitch. High for ball four. Only the second time St. Mary's got the leadoff hitter on. The other one was way back in the first inning. She's walked 4 of the last 6 hitters. And one of those 6 hitters got the base hit, knocking in 2 runs. Rear DiBiasio flied to left and struck out. Flied to left and flied to center. Way up in the air. Nice job by Quinn. That looked like it was targeted for the backstop. Nice the bunt, pops it over the backstop, foul. One the count to the spot in center fielder. Hits it foul out of play. When I came in, there was a huge bunch of cars parked all over the place, and that was a drum and bugle corps. They've left, and you can park almost any place here now down here. Goes after the high pitch, pops it up. Third baseman makes the catch, almost stepped into the dugout. She went after that high pitch. Sam Porozisi singled and scored, fly to right. 1 for 2 with a run scored. She scored the first run of the ball game. I thought we might see St. Mary's steal, or try to. Gets the bunt down. Nice job by the pitcher. Took. So it's a sacrifice. Pitcher made a nice play. That would have been a base hit. Emily Rodriguez a fly to right and grounded out third to first. Hits it in. It's going to drop for a base hit. The run's going to score. They get the run back. They get their 3-run cushion back. Another big 2-out hit. All their hits for runs have come with 2 outs. Big hit by Rodriguez that gets back the run that Spellman got. St. Mary's got their 3-run cushion back. And Felicia D'Ambrosio, who has doubled in a run, walked and scored a run. Or her pinch runner scored a run. Nice stop by Quinn on a pitch in the dirt. Hit the shot. They'll make the play at second for the force out. But another big 2-out hit. St. Mary's gets another run. We finished 5 here at the Grace Regato Field. St. Mary's leading Spellman 4-1. 3, 4, and 5. The center fielder, Emma Barnes, popped to second. Singled. Her single was the play where she singled in the right center field. Kirby was there to make the play. DiBiaso took it away. Barnes got that base hit. Juggled in the outfield. The run tried to score from third and was thrown out at the plate. That was that big inning back in the third when Spellman thought they were going to tie it up the same way St. Mary scored their run. Hit in the air to right field. Long run, it's foul. Julia Niccolo is now the right fielder. Loud is struck out and bounced to the pitcher. Swing and a miss. Hit the shot, it went through the wickets. First error by either team. Gives Spellman a base runner. Julia McDonald has popped to third and grounded to third. Borzinski doesn't do that very often. Hit foul off the backstop. Just outside. Hit to right field. Niccolo is right there to make the play. Out at first base, a double play. Julia Niccolo makes the play and then throws a rifle shot to first base, and they double her up. Nice stretch by Maloney. So the error doesn't hurt. Spellman's down to their last 3 outs. The one error virtually wiped off the board on that strong throw by Niccolo and the good stretch by Maloney, the young 8th grader. Nine, 1, and 2. How many times do you make a great play in the field and you lead off the inning? Julia Niccolo will be the first hitter. She just made that great play. McDonald hit that right on the nose. Niccolo took it away. Not only took it away, but threw the strike to first to double up the runner because the runner thought it was a base hit as well. The saving grace for both the teams is this is not the last game of the season. This is the last game for one of these two teams in the Catholic Central League Cup. They will both be moving on to the state tournament, which will begin, I believe, Thursday or Friday. So Niccolo and back to the top of the order, Brooke Maloney and Jill Kirby. St. Mary's looking for their 18th win of the season. They've only lost 2. One of them was to Gloucester. The other one was to Division I Bishop Feion in the league. The other one was that non-conference game to Gloucester way back when. They've won like 7 or 8 in a row. They lost to Feion here quite a while ago. So Niccolo was up for the first time. Way up for a ball. Walks have been the story. 5 walks given up by Spellman. 3 of them have scored. Hit foul off the backstop. Spellman got back to within 3-1, but then they gave up the leadoff walk. And another huge 2-out hit by Rodriguez. Wide for a ball. In for a strike. Kind of evens at 2. So Mary's got at least 1 hit every inning. Hit to left center field. Nice running catch. She held on to it. Julia McDonald had it in her glove. It was falling out. She grabbed it with her bare hand. Nice play by McDonald. Looked like she was going to drop it, and she grabbed it with the bare hand. 1 up, 1 down. Maloney has singled, and the walk to her was the 3rd consecutive walk, extended the inning, allowed Kirby to hit, and Kirby got a big 2 RBI single. All of the hits for St. Mary's knocking in runs have come with 2 outs. High again, 2-0. So a little juggling act by McDonald out in left field. Backing away, had it, bobbled it, grabbed it with her bare hand. In for a strike, 2-1. Tries to bunt and fouls it off. As she moves through high school, she's going to, next year she'll be in high school. They might want to get her to start slapping. Lines it foul past third base. She's got good speed. Might want to go talk to Colleen Parker Newbury down at Danvers, who was the instigator of the slap. But Henry turned her around, made her a left-hand hitter. She's trying to teach her Danvers kids how to do it now. She did it to perfection. Chased that pitch. It was way out of the strike zone. Only the third strikeout for Loud. Kirby sacrificed, singled, and got the big hit in this game, the big 2-out hit. She chases a high pitch. She followed the 3 consecutive walks with a base hit, knocking in 2. Hit in the air to right field. Moving over to right center with the nice play is the right fielder Palmer. That's the first 1-2-3 inning for Loud and Spellman. We finished 6. Here we go. St. Mary's needs 3 outs to move on to the final. Spellman needs an inning. They're trailing St. Mary's 4-1 with an inning left. 7th inning, 6, 7, and 8 for Spellman. They need a big inning to stay alive. Haley Palmer singled and grounded a short. In for a strike. Quinn is the catcher. She's done a nice job behind the plate. There's been a lot of balls in the dirt that she blocked. Line into left field for a base hit. Palmer gets her second hit. Rosalind Quinn. This is the catcher, Rosalind Quinn, who's been a nice job. She struck out, single. She scored the 1 run. She got a break because she was at first base. The ground ball back to the mound. Newhall didn't look to second. Made the play at first for the out. And then Spellman got a big 2-out hit. They shouldn't have scored a run because she had an easy force at second. And Kelly's hit. Infield hit. So all of a sudden the tying run is on deck. Quinn gets her second hit. The bottom of the order coming through. Jen Dockery has bounced to first and bounced to the pitcher. So Spellman has a pulse here in the 7th inning with 2 on and nobody out. I think we got a pinch hitter. I think this is Kate Kerr, who's pinch hitting for Dockery. So the runner they want to keep away from scoring position is the hitter. So I think this is Kerr pinch hitting. Low for a ball. Nice stop by D'Ambrosio. hit to third. They'll tag the runner. And they get a double play. Nice play by Catino. So all of a sudden now what was first and second, nobody out, is a runner at second with 2 outs. Lucia Lacara, the designated player, is singled and popped the shot. Spellman down to their last out. Terrific play by Catino. I thought that was way inside. It actually hit the bat as it was a strike. Hit to the second baseman. That'll do it. So St. Mary's earns a home game here to play for the Catholic Central League Cup Championship. And he did it all with 2 outs. Every run they scored, the base hit came with 2 outs. A big 2-out double by D'Ambrosio in the second made it 1-0. After 3 consecutive walks, 5 walks in the game for Spellman, 3 of them scored. After the 3 walks, a big 2-out hit by Kirby knocked in 2. After a leadoff walk in the 5th, after 2 outs, Rodriguez got a big base hit. After Spellman had cut it to 3-1, made it 4-1. Spellman got their run on a 2-out hit by Chloe Kelly. And St. Mary's will win their 18th game of the season, go 18-2. They eliminate Spellman from the Cup Championship. And St. Mary's girls division can win their 2nd straight cup. They won it in basketball. They can win it in softball. If they can win the game, it's going to be Tuesday night here. And they'll get another home game. So St. Mary's keeps it going. Spellman got their run in the 5th. Quinn led with a base hit. With 2 outs, Kelly got a big base hit to cut the lead to 3-1. St. Mary's in the 2nd inning. Porozinski got a 1-out single. After an out, D'Ambrosio doubled in the right center field. When it deflected off the center fielder, Porozinski was able to score to make it 1-0. Spellman almost got it back in the 3rd inning with a 2-out hit by Bonds. It deflected off the center fielder, but she got it back, threw it DiBiasio to Porozinski. They both threw strike to Porozinski, a strike to D'Ambrosio, and they tagged Lacara trying to score, and that kept it 1-0. St. Mary's opened it up in the 4th thanks to 3 consecutive walks after 2 outs. 3 consecutive walks. That allowed Kirby to hit. She got a big hit, knocking in 2, made it 3-1, made it 3-0. Spellman scored a run. Quinn got a leadoff single, sacrificed the 2nd. A big 2-out hit by Kelly made it 3-1. St. Mary's got the run back in the 5th. A leadoff walk, the 3rd walk to score. A 2-out hit again by Rodriguez made it 4-1. And then that 7th inning, it looked like a little bit of a pulse for Spellman. They had two consecutive hits by Palmer and Quinn, both getting their 2nd hits. And then the ground ball to 3rd. Catino did the nice job. She tagged the runner going to 3rd, and then threw and got the runner at 1st for a double play. And then a pop-up to Grossi ended the game and gave St. Mary's their 18th win to go 18-2. And they'll play for the Catholic Central League Cup Championship. So for St. Mary's, Maloney had a walk and a single. Kirby had a sacrifice, 2 singles, knocked in 2. Newhall had a walk and scored a run. Porozinski had a single and scored a run. Rodriguez had a single, knocked in a run. D'Ambrosio had a double and a walk, knocked in a run and scored a run. And Franguli drew a walk and scored a run. So it was a team effort. Newhall gave up 8 base hits, gave up the 1 run that was earned. More importantly, she didn't walk a batter. She struck out 4. St. Mary's made 1 error, and it was in the 6th inning, and it didn't hurt because Julie Niccolo made that great play, catching a line drive and throwing a strike to Maloney at first to double the runner off. And it turned out, even with the error, turned out to be a 1-2-3 inning. And then the big play with the double play by Catino in the seventh. So defense got it done in the last 2 innings. And St. Mary's wins it 4-1 to go 18-2. And they'll be playing for the Catholic Central League Cup Championship Tuesday night here. We don't know who they're going to play because there's a game to be played tomorrow in the league. That will decide who comes here. But St. Mary's will take it. They'll have a day off, and they can get ready for Tuesday. So congratulations to all those 2-out hitters, D'Ambrosio, Kirby, Rodriguez, and the defensive plays by Catino and Niccolo, and the nice pitching by Newhall. And a good team effort. They win it 4-1, the final score over Spellman. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.